how to be the best parent that you can possibly be. Isn't this something we're all striving for? Am I right? So here is my 3-step approach to being the best parent that you can be using a growth mindset. In today's video, let's unpack the components that you need to be the best parent for your specific child and how you can implement this into your daily life right now. Hello and welcome. My name is Julie. I have a doctorate in occupational therapy and I coach moms to go from feeling overwhelmed and frazzled and like life is chaotic to feeling confident and at ease with their parenting. I have 3 kids myself, age 7, 4, and just 17 months old, so I have quite a lot of experience in all the ages and stages and ranges of new parent life. My mission is to help you enjoy your children because after all, childhood does not keep. Weekly podcast and newsletter, and I'm very active on Instagram, so make sure you go and check out those links listed down below, and please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you are looking for intentional positive parenting content. I try my best to deliver and add so much value so that you can feel at ease and confident with your kids every day. First off, mindset, in my opinion, is everything. It is the lens through which you see the world, and it is your responsibility to help your children develop and cultivate their mindsets as they grow. You are your child's first teacher, and ultimately you are guiding that inner child or that subconscious voice that we all have. It's very important that you examine what you are telling yourself so that you can guide your children. Remember, children don't speak English or insert whatever language here, they speak energy. So even those really young babies and young children who don't have quite the grasp of the language yet are still picking up on everything that you do. And it's not so much what you say, it's your actions. And what precedes actions? Your thoughts. Think about if you're a glass half full kind of person, or are you coming from more of a limited mindset? Perhaps you are always scrimping pennies and kind of just thinking the worst in situations. Your children are watching how when things are challenging for you, when things don't work out in your favor, how you turn that around and kind of keep going. So it is very important that you model to them the type of growth mindset that you want them to have as they grow up. How you are looking at things in your day, things that might frustrate you. Do you take that out on the people around you, including your kids, or are you able to process this, manage it, and move on? Are there ways to simplify your to-do lists and to build in relaxation time so that you're not always frazzled and running around like a chicken without a head? Some things to consider when examining how to build a growth mindset, especially if this is not something that you grew up with, but you know deep down that you want this for your children and you don't want to repeat those patterns of generational trauma that your childhood was scattered with. So here is my 3-step approach to being the best parent that you can be using a growth mindset. Number 1 is a willingness to be open-minded, to really accept challenges that come our way as learning opportunities. I personally believe that every challenge or problem that we face is here to help us evolve and to grow as human beings. And I want to impart that kind of wisdom onto my children because one thing is for sure, they will face difficulties. There will be challenges, things that I won't be able to protect them from or help them with, and I want them to be able to be resilient, to be open-minded, to think about problems more creatively and not feel totally shut down when things don't go their way. Number 2 is taking an audit of your life. Now, I often tell my clients, take a 24-hour day. Just take a day and look at how you are spending it. No doubt there are things that you could probably delegate or delete or defer to a different time. Think about if you were really mindful about your precious time, because I know as parents, right, that is the number 1 thing that we are all striving for more of. Time for ourselves, time for our partners, and time to be with our kids as a family. If you can find pockets of time in your day that perhaps you can get help with, or maybe you don't have to even deal with that activity at all, imagine what you can do with that time. Could you work out more? Could you sleep more? Could you laugh more? I have actually had to start scheduling in joy and relaxation, giving myself permission to just do whatever I want, whether that is watching a TV show that makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, or chatting to a friend, or just not feeling guilty about living life's simple pleasures. That is something I want my children to grow up with. I don't want them to feel this pressure to always be busy, to always fill every moment, because that's kind of how I am wired. And so I'm really looking at, wow, what can I do when I open up the space, when I get rid of things, when I declutter my time so that I am really focused on what matters to me. And what I sort of alluded to, number 3, and this is something that I think I will probably continue to learn till the end of my days, but that is to build in rest time, rest and relaxation. Rest is a success strategy. You know, if you were training for the Olympics, if you were a very high level athlete, your coach would force you to sleep, force you to take a nap, force you to rest. Take days off from training, and it's the same in life. You can't do everything in and out 24 hours a day, 365 days a year without taking a rest. So start to build that into your life and watch how your life transforms, because you are now actually creating space to dream, to be creative, to regenerate and reset, and therefore to be a better version of yourself. These 3 key tips, if you implement nothing else, will help you transform from maybe someone who feels stressed all the time or grumpy or who's short with their kids to someone who is more patient, more calm, more loving, someone who really sees their children and values the connection in each child and that relationship, and it will transform your life and start to take effect into your life. You will be so surprised to see that your children start to mirror that behavior. So you might go from someone who feels nervous to take your kids out to the grocery store because you don't know if a meltdown is imminent, or you don't want to travel with them because you don't want to upset the bedtime routine, or what if they don't sleep, or you don't want to go out with a new family for lunch or something because what if they don't behave, what if they're not kind to the other kids, or their manners are terrible. But you will see that when you start pouring into yourself in this way, in those 3 ways that I mentioned to build your confidence as a parent, you're going to start having compliments on your children. People are going to say, wow, your kids are so well behaved. They have a nice calm energy. They listen to you in a way that I didn't expect for their age or compared to other children. And you're going to realize that all of these things that you slowly started to build into your own personal life have a positive effect on your kids. And that is the most priceless, incredible feeling ever. You will also be able to set better boundaries. Now, I don't know about you, but boundaries in parenting for me have always been a struggle. They always seem restrictive, or that I'm like not the nice parent, I'm the bad cop. But honestly, when you are very clear on your time, what is important to you, your values, and we can go into this in future videos, then setting a boundary is not so confusing because you know where the line in the sand is, and so does your family. And you're going to have children that will respect the boundaries. You won't need to be reminding them constantly because they know that they are there and that you are steadfast in your decision. From boundaries, you inherently protect your time, create more time for yourself and your family, and just are a happier person in general. You will be raising open-minded children who are kind and empathic and listen to other people and are considerate of other children because you implemented those 3 strategies that we spoke about before. So a question for you: what do you need to be the best version of yourself? Will you try some of these tips? I would love to know in the comments down below, as well as videos that you would like me to create for you in the future. I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. Remember, I have 3 young children too, so I am really right there with you in the trenches of early childhood. And I remind myself not to stress myself out, but that childhood does have a time limit, and I want to be present and intentional with my kids, and I want to show you how to be like that too. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and to please share this video with someone who you think might benefit from it. Remember, Mama, you've got this. I'm here alongside you, and I can't wait to go on this journey.